Hello and welcome to Kai Chi Alchemy. You can call me Katchi. This is a space of love, y'all. Welcome or welcome back. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the cosmos. I want to thank y'all for showing up. Thanks for supporting the channel and thanks for co-creating community with me. I appreciate those comments, shares, and subscribes as they help me to expand my reach and help more people. This is going to be a collective message. It will not resonate with everybody, and I encourage you to take what resonates and leave the rest. Here we're going to do a brief one conscious breath meditation, all right? You can put your hand on your heart and your belly if you'd like, and we'll just hold it at the top if you feel comfortable. All right, everybody. Happy New Year's. We were going to do a reading of the Ringing Cedars of Russia today, but things have been kind of unexpected and all over the place and taking way more steps than usual. Whew. We got a 6. And so I figured I was going to just get on and get a quick message for y'all and see where that takes us. I'm going to start off today with the Biblical Tarot by Krasimir Kalin. Probably that's reversed for y'all. Yeah. But we got a 6 to start with. So I'm getting like Virgo energy. There's also red as opposed to the black dots. Not 100% sure there's a particular reason for that, but red may be significant. Perhaps something about your root chakra. I've been getting a lot for the collective, for a lot of people, things about moving, like physically moving from one location to another, one environment to another, but also things moving in your body, like changing, exercise or like lifestyle habits, or just the way that your body is interfacing with the frequencies going on right now. There's just some changes. There's just some evolution going on there. All right, so first out, we got the moon. And that was immediately clarified by the 2 of feathers. So that's the 2 of swords, right? We got an 18. That adds up to a 9. We got a 2. And together that's 11. So there's some kind of portal, some kind of gateway opening up right now for those of you who resonate with this message today. On the 2 of feathers, that's usually kind of a card of indecision, almost like a tough decision. You're being faced with tough decisions, most likely with a heavy emphasis on your subconscious, your emotions, maybe family. There's like some stuff about domestic ties and roots, and maybe the subconscious patterns that come through from that. But I'm going to read the verse that they have chosen for this deck for the 2 of swords, or the 2 of feathers here. Genesis 22:2. Then God said, "Take your son, your only son, whom you love, Isaac, and go to the region of Moriah. Sacrifice him there as a burnt offering on a mountain I will show you." Ooh, this is giving me very similar vibes to something from a video we did almost a year ago, where I referenced a dream that I didn't even actually go into at the time. And the dream I was referencing was like climbing up a mountain, and the mountain was made of skulls, and every time you climbed the mountain, things moved and shook, and your weight and pressure kind of like toppled this tower that was almost a little heavier on the top than on the bottom. And you were climbing on top of all of these skulls. And there are people on top of the mountain and on the sides of the mountain, and people trying to get up it. And through this process of people climbing up the mountain, other people that are on top or on the side are like falling off of the mountain. And there's a lot of unaliving and a lot of destruction and a lot of blood. And I was getting something about Golgotha there. If you're into, like, I don't know, Steiner stuff, then perhaps that would be something for you to look into, or if you feel called. We got the Justice, which this card is an 11. These two are an 11, and they are clarified and mirrored with this card, the Justice card. In this deck, it's the 10 Commandments. So this is something about clarifying your values and your morals, your ethics, your beliefs, your boundaries, your non-negotiables, your worldview. This is about getting really clear on that. And through that process, creating changes in your physical day-to-day life and making a decision to align your day-to-day life and your intimate relationships and your relationship with yourself and your routines. You're going to make a decision to align more with those true, deeply held beliefs, right? All right. We got Wheel Within a Wheel, Cycles of Life on the bottom of the deck here. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Yeah. I think I'm going to set that to the side, at least for now. And I wanted to grab a Moonology card to clarify this a little bit, just considering the fact that we have a full moon in Cancer coming up soon. Shout out to all my moon in Cancers. I got a moon in Cancer, Sag and Sun, and right now the moon is in Cancer and the sun is in Sagittarius. That's an interesting energy, and I think I'm bringing it up because there's something about you coming full circle, or like learning a lesson that you were on a really long journey to learn. Yeah, it's the closing out of a cycle, right? Cycle within a cycle. So obviously the little cycles within cycles are just chapters in your story, but they also have kind of definitive beginnings and endings, in a sense, on certain layers of it, you know. We got Confidence is Key to Your Success, New Moon in Leo, from the Moonology cards so far. Believe in the Impossible, Blue Moon. Wow, that was coming up a lot earlier, a couple months ago. Communication is Key, New Moon in Gemini. Bring love into the situation, New Moon in Aquarius. Okay, so we got New Moon, New Moon, New Moon in Aquarius, Gemini, Leo. That's air, air, fire. This is all very masculine energy, but it's also in this new moon, like setting intentions kind of space. So I think that there's something that feels tough to believe in for you, and you're being advised to be a little bit optimistic, curious, investigative, and just open to receiving in ways that you couldn't possibly imagine. And the more you try to imagine them, the more creative the universe is going to get in surprising you, because that's what it wants right now, is to surprise you. But I am getting very strongly from these cards the new start, the new year, 3 new moons, We got purple, blue, yellow. That's like third eye, throat, solar plexus. This is a lot about using your voice to bring your vision into reality and to protect it and defend it and build it up, right? And here I'm getting communication. Fast communication, maybe? I just saw the Eight of Wands in my mind's eye when I dropped that there, or threw that out there. But communication is key. But that communication needs to bring confidence and love. So I'm getting a lot of like self-love. It might also be, well, you have to have self-love before you can even offer genuine love to another person, right? So either or, but not either or. It's self-love and maybe then love of others. So maybe you don't necessarily believe in the possibility of truly coming into that kind of space of self-acceptance and self-knowledge and self-love. Okay. Let's see. We got the moon, the two of feathers, the justice card. Got the moon here. Oh, and on the bottom of the deck, we've got what do you need to release? Waning moon. Okay, so in order to have this new beginning, there's something you need to release. I think that it's different for everybody. I just saw 11:44 on the clock. Might be an important number for y'all. But before you can get to this new moon and then this full moon of believing in the impossible, this might reference something about the new moon in Cancer on the 3rd coming up real soon here. Like maybe there's some blue moon energy, some unexpected surprise, some release, some big firework moment, some big breakthrough moment that's coming up here in a couple of days. If you resonate with the message of having recently identified or started to identify what has been holding your energy locked up into loops that are not in alignment with your values and your goals and your beliefs and your identity, right? Okay, so you released something, then you communicated something with confidence and love, balancing love for self and love for other, being open, but also communicating with a certain sense of boundaries at the same time. And that's going to bring in whatever this is going to be for you on the new moon. I split the deck to meditate and contemplate new moon in Pisces, more new start energy. This is about the end and the beginning. This is about the doorway, 11, justice, right? This is about a doorway where you choose to step through a portal and believe in the impossible and take action with confidence and conviction and self-knowledge, but also balancing that. Your advice right now, I asked for advice when I split the deck, and it was meditate and contemplate. So it seems like you've already done a lot of the reflection, the introspection, maybe taking the action, maybe taking the communication with yourself, with your guides, with spirit, with your loved ones, with people in your life, with different parts of yourself. But it's important right now in this very moment when you're watching this, if you have the ability right now to go out and do what you do, take a hike, take a deep breath, sit down at your meditation altar, whatever that looks for you, take a moment to sit in your prayer closet. But really, prayer is a lot more of an offering, and meditation and contemplation is a lot more emptying ourselves out to be filled up with the answer. So you probably have already gone through this communication and this process and this prayer. And now it's just about getting into a receptive place, finding peace, and just being in the present moment and letting it unfold however it's meant to, with as much faith and trust as you have right now. Not trying to force anything, but I just get the sense that this collective right now is ready for this, if you're resonating with this message right now. All right, I'm going to grab a couple of clarifying cards from the Herbal Tarot today and see if we can get any kind of practical advice or narrative that is relevant to the collective. Freya, Folly, Michael, Mary, please be here with me now. Allow me to channel for the collective messages that are aligned, that are well-timed, that are free of illusion and distortion, and that help them move forward. We got 3 of Swords in reverse. So this is the end of medicine. Medicine meaning heartbreak, band-aids, creating situations that set you up to have 3 swords through the heart. On this deck, the herb is pleurisy root for the 3 of Swords. So pleurisy root may be relevant to you in some way. I might take a pic of the guidebook and post it on the community tab if you're interested. This is a really meaningful card for me because this deck is the first deck I ever bought for myself, and it was during a time of great heartbreak and 3 of Swords kind of energy. But again, this is the energy we're starting off this year in, is turning those things around through the contemplation and the clarification, through the prayer, through the meditation. What else does the collective need to know? We have strength. Okay, so no need to fear. No worries. We're moving ahead, and it's a lot, and it's definitely in a energy, in an arena, in a matrix that you've never been in before. And perhaps you've helped to create this matrix and it's more aligned for you, but it's also like new and fresh and different, and you don't entirely understand how to navigate what you're looking at, right? So this is a reminder that you got what it takes, and that I think you've had a lot of experiences of tempering and learning about how to balance the beauty and the beast within you. And like, this card reminds me of an angel and a devil on your shoulder, and they're best friends. And when they get together, they create, because they're opposing forces. And when opposing forces come into alignment together, come into union together, come into flow together, and find an infinitely sustainable flow, neither one of them needs all the same forces of the other. So decay and destruction and, learning, clarification, restriction, pain, those things are useful in the process of like planting seeds and growing things. Your garden, you plant those seeds there, you have dreams, you have visions, you want sweet fruits, you want, but to make that garden grow, you have to put bones, you have to put blood, you have to put sweat and tears. Literally, it needs minerals, it needs It needs the turnover of life. And that's what this realm is all about, is decay and rebirth. This realm is all about rebirth. Okay, so in your recent past, I'm getting, you turned this heartbreak around. In this current moment, you're in this energy of the cayenne pepper. You know, you're going through heat. It might burn, but it also purifies and strengthens and fortifies. It gets your blood going, and it allows you to continue this process of turning around this Three of Swords. Can I get at least one final card for this collective today? Wow, these came out real fast to get one after the other, so I think I'm going to take it. Let's see. We've got Five of Pentacles in reverse. Whoa, what a crazy energy is coming through today. Okay, Five of Pentacles is a card of feeling left out in the cold, right? It could be betrayal. It could be, you know, what is this? Mugwort? Yeah. And ephedra is the Ten of Swords. Okay, so we have Five of Pentacles in reverse is about turning around a mindset of a poverty mindset. This is about, in your near future, you're going to turn around a poverty mindset. It could be financial. It could also just be people, places, things, like practical matters, your health, like all kinds of stuff. And you are releasing this lack mindset and going through this rebirth after a hard ending, after a lot of mental pain and anguish. Once you get that 10th sword in the back, you get to begin again. 22:11 on the clock as I say that. Okay, so we've got some of the darkest, most challenging cards in the tarot deck in reverse today, in your past and your future. So things were changing then, things are changing now, things will change in the future. There's just tons of rebirth on the table, but right now you are in a position of strength. Five of Cups in the reverse. Releasing self-pity. Accepting your opportunities, recognizing and counting your blessings. Oh, Justice on the bottom of the deck, plantain. You can probably find plantain outside right now and connect with it if you'd like. I'm not sure about the season right now, but I know it grows all over the place. Or you might just want to go on a hike in your little red hood in the woods. I split the deck on the moon, lemon balm. I am not a doctor or a professional herbalist or anything, but lemon balm may be an important confirmation for you, or you may want to connect with that energy today. Okay, I'm going to clear the energy here with the sound bowl, so please feel free to cover your ears or take out your earbuds if you need to. And to tie all of this together today, I would like to pull one card from the Archetypes deck from Kim Krans. You may get tongue-tied, you may stumble over your words here and there, even though you have been through this process of strengthening and preparing, and you are in more alignment and everything. But again, you're in an entirely new energy and space. And so it's going to look and feel different, and you're going to have to kind of accept this student mindset. And that's what's going to allow you to be in this energy of strength, to move forward, to take action, to remain humble, to keep your head down and not really check results, but check the vibes and the environment, the alignment, check check in every moment that what you are chasing after, as far as like a mental projection goes, is in alignment with the energy you're actually witnessing and experiencing in front of you in the pursuit of that, and learning to pivot and learning to learn and observe and adapt and evolve as you go. Oh my goodness. Okay, we got the heart. We've got these two people on this boat here. I'm getting kind of a Six of Swords energy off of that. Like pushing off to calmer waters. Releasing mental and emotional traps. Right? So I'm going to take the guidebook and might not read all of it, but just give you a little taste of what this heart energy is speaking to today for you. The heart, the home, the center, the throne. It is possible from an imaginal point of view to sense the heart as a place. Either we are there within the realm of expansion and compassion, or we have drifted somewhere else. There is no in between. It is common for us to leave this archetypal center without realizing it, as the world, with its sedative twists and turns, offers us frequent departure. We may even become a stranger to the landscape of the heart, leaving it vacant for long stretches of time. The seat of the heart is often reclaimed by nature, music, dance, and the presence of children or animals. This card encourages us to move past the layers of life's tangles and knots and enter the wild and sacred center of the self. The most precious throne in the galaxy is awaiting your return. Yeah. Coming into this Empress or Emperor energy, coming into your throne, the throne of the heart. I mean, the throne of the heart, that is Emperor energy for me. That is the heart center. That is the heart space. That is the heart chakra. That is the space. That is the space of love. That is the territory. That's the Mary archetype. That's the goddess. That's where we all come from and we all come back to. It's what pumps our life force, our Kai Chi, our ocean of energy through our being and our identity, our existence, our consciousness, our physical experience. The heart is a physical experience. The heart is a spiritual experience. It's both, and at the same time, it's integration. It's full integration. It's being fully in the present moment. So this heart healing is going to come from stepping up into your Emperor energy. And that means being very clear on where you're going and what you need. Very clear on your boundaries. Very clear on your needs. Very clear on your goals. But also remembering that your goals have to always bring you back to your heart. And if they start feeling misaligned, you have to really dig in there and examine where that's coming from, why that is, and adjust accordingly. Because you might feel like something is impossible just because you're trying to do it the way that you've always done it. But the way you've always done it has generally led to a lot of this. So we're trying something new right now, and that may create a sense of a lack of stability in a way, and that may make you feel like you're getting further away from this Emperor energy, from this stability and security. But it's actually a process. The Emperor cannot remain the Emperor without his most trusted advisors, the Empress and the priest, God and the sun. The Empress is the sun. The Empress is the mother and the sun. The Empress is the co-creative capacity of the physical world with all of its decay and destruction and rebirth. It's like the energy of the wife or the supporter and the partner of the Emperor. And the Hierophant, the priest, the god. So in order to really have that stability in your heart space, you can't just force it. You can't just, Four of Pentacles, that you can't just hold on real tight and try real hard. That's not real Emperor energy. That's a blocked off heart space. And without flow, the Emperor is just a corpse. And that flow comes from the push and pull between the physical material world, between the children, between the mothers and the children, between the children of God. Sorry, I don't know. That might be a reference for some of y'all, some confirmation. Hopefully not. And spirit and your higher self, your guides, your voice, the expression of those deeply held knowings and beliefs and intentions and goals of the Emperor. Okay, so to heal this heart energy in a very practical sense, in the beginning of this year, I would highly recommend, if you would like to bolster this strength energy and assist yourself in turning these patterns around and starting something new that's more aligned with your heart, that's more connected in every moment, to double check and see, is this where I want to be at? Does this feel right? Using our heart as a guide, tapping into our intuition and our discernment, right? The heart is the seat of intuition. And that's what we're here to explore. But in the physical realm, nature, music, dance, children, and animals. That's what I got for y'all today. I hope you have a beautiful day. Happy New Year's. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see y'all soon, hopefully for a read aloud next time. Either way, I'll see you for a message. 3311 on the clock. And peace, light, love, and personal responsibility. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time.